Hold on a little bit. Where's my water? I need some water. Oh, my leg is killing me. Well, when you're not used to standing a lot, you went for a job that require a lot of standing. Yeah, you generally learn the things that your leg can't actually withstand that long. Well, sooner or later, the muscle will like slowly build up. It's still recovering, but it's going to like sooner or later get better and better. I do spend a lot more of my time sitting rather than standing, those kind of things. Ooh, I saw Nini like showing her new model. Let's take a look. Oh, she's still streaming.
That she put into this because she made
Why
me so
I can't hear it?
beautiful.
Oh,
that's what you need to know. At the eyes, no.
Ooh, okay. Just the right time. Okay. Everyone go to Nimi's stream.
And of course, I'll get into this later, but the live 2D rigging was just done by Iron Vertex. Just
yeah,
like
she has been like using a chibi model for quite a long time. You know, there's definitely like a group of people who just keep saying like big booba, big booba, big booba.
Ankles? I mean, even the shoes are beautiful. You have to appreciate even the shoes, right? How the
for one thing, if you guys didn't know, I made my own model here so I can appreciate like some things that
shoe size. Don't ask me for my shoe size.
Yeah, sometimes some people can't
actually. In the middle of my full form.
Maybe like not aware of, not like can't actually know.
Come on. Okay. Don't say free the grippers in my full form debut. Come on. Also, haven't you heard of PPE? When you're working at the hospital floor, you have to wear closed-toed shoes and a very cute outfit. Mandatory. Mandatory. The angles? I'm still so nervous. Legs? We might be on the legs for a while. I've got some long legs.
Ooh.
Knees? Ooh. Beautiful knees.
Yeah, that's one nice texture.
Beautiful knees. Do you see the shine? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All legs. I could just become a leg tuber, you know, with legs like these. I think I could. Yeah, this is a big change from chibi form, huh? Legs. Very shiny, and there's something. Ooh, there's something else happening too. I didn't even show you guys the silhouette. So this is probably all a surprise. I didn't show you. What's this pattern? it's just legs. It's all legs. But I think Asagi Mama gave me the most beautiful legs. The most beautiful legs. And is that, do you see? Oh,
Yeah, the shine is
skirt?
definitely like a separate layer.
Peeking
There's
down?
also the textures on the fabric that seem like somewhat see-through fabric, like stretch fabric.
And frills? And lots of frills? Like I said, the cute
frill is
outfit
easy and hard to draw at the same time.
is
I'm not even
mandatory.
kidding.
Is mandatory.
Seems like the frill is. Oh boy, the frill is
Bouncy
like individually
skirt.
drawn. Like if you guys didn't know, when it comes to like rigging,
And I love how the layer of frills is transparent.
you know what? Actually, I should mute it. Yeah, you guys shouldn't hear it. Go to watch it. But yeah, when it comes to like frill rigging, you can either draw like a full frill and then just slap it over there, animate it done, or you can draw somewhat of an individual sections. It's like there's like A, B, C, D sections, so like you can see them how they flow a little bit much more freely. And there's also a third level. Third level is like hyper individual frill. It's like each lump is actually one image. It seems like everything's like just one image. Yeah, but the top one is like one lump. Yeah, you can somewhat of seeing it because the squashing and like touching of the frill, you can see like everything move together or like move like one individually. Nah, it's fine. The name tag is a chibi versions. Yeah, her model have like a very soft look to it. So yeah, it's a very nice looking model. Speaking enough facial expressions. Because I've been taking my medication lately, my facial expression has been quite dead due to the medication effect. I really hate a little bit that particular part about the medical side of like mine. Well, you have to understand, art is hard to make, okay? Rigging is even harder. Technically, both is hard, since I've been to both camp before. Hi there, Atomic Peach. Well, it's just a very like short stream because later on I do have to prep up to go to work around like 10:40ish. Yeah, currently I'm watching Nimi having her new model review. By the way, hope you have a nice day. If you are just dropping by and say hi only. I'm doing great. Got a job, retail one, so my entire body is breaking apart at the moment since I'm just 30 years old with lots of disabilities. Whew. Ooh, bot fauna. Oh wait, bot Nimi. It's been a long time. Yeah, I'm still trying, but again, because being an artist doesn't really earn much for me, and not speaking about the VA part, like I'm trying my best to become voice actor too, but I never managed to get any single like voice acting gig so far because my voice is like a little bit UK and like hold on a little bit. Yeah, my voice is a little bit UK and a little bit Southeast Asia's. It's like I sound like I speak English, but I don't have like the grammar or like the speech pattern of like a UK person's. So it sounds weird at the end. If I do anything that would be like for voice acting, it almost to a point like the writer have to write with my voice in their mind. If it doesn't, it sounds odd. And I'm having a coding stuff. Hold on. Yeah, I don't know why it's only got like coding overload. But yeah. But yeah, the end up situation is streaming. I don't earn jack. You already can see like yeah, I don't get a single donation every single time I stream, so it's fine. It's not like I know most of my viewers kids. I'm not Mr. Beast. I won't siphon their parents' money. And yeah, not a single stuff that I'm trying to do manage to earn jack. So I end up have to like at least try to work something. But due to my disability, I only got a few options. And my eyes like slowly going blind too. I do want to choose a remote work stuff, but not a lot of remote work are out there these days. So I end up went for like a retail work for selling baby product. It's kind of fine, to be honest. I like to help people out. So when it comes to like standing around in a store doing nothing and then see someone that is like don't know what to do, I can go and help them and have a little bit yap with them, like those chatty times with like a bunch of auntie togethers and those kind of things. I'm those kind of people. I can join into a group of auntie and then have like a very fun chat. Besides, I'm 30 years already. I'm kind of qualified as a if I did some mistake in the past, I would be qualified as a single dad a long time ago. But yeah. I am a little bit sick though. I think my body is like still not used to it. So I still have to like chuck in like Panadol and some vitamin first to keep my antibody up. My health defense. Yes. And my voice are a little bit I wouldn't really say raspy, more like when you are like closing to get sick, your voice already sound a little bit different. And you already know that actually this is my like default voice. I don't really use it that much, but when I get slightly sick, my vocal cords start opening back up because usually when you guys hearing my voice, it's like I squeeze up my vocal cord a little bit. Um, it's not like I did that on purpose, actually. It's more like I've been using that particular voice for my entire life. I kind of like forgot that that is not actually my voice. And yeah, it's in a way is a very good endurance training, I guess. But yeah, not really recommended people to do that. Just try not to do that kind of stuff. And yeah, when I get just slightly bit sick, my vocal cord open back up again. It's because like, I might not have the strength to sound high pitched. So I end up like this. Actually, I do sounds like when I speak Chinese. Actually, I have a higher pitched voice. This is why um I would say like my high pitched voice, and this particular voice is the same default voice that I have, because when I speak English, I actually speak in this tone. When I actually speak like Chinese, I speak like this. I know it's not the high pitch anymore because like the throat is not, it's not very well. I'm trying my best. But if one day I happen to be able to earn enough money, I would not have to suffer at the hands of retail that much. But it's not like I hate my job. Like this thing wrote. I don't really hate my job, but I'm not really enthusiastic about it too. It's like I'm just doing my work instead of like, I want to become a retail king and then target to become like a region managers or something like that. Like, not nah. I just want a easy work. And if I got a jobs that I can just sit there, do nothing, I would glad to have it. But nah, I feel guilty about it. I should not feel guilty about it, because like here's the thing, like being kind and being opportunistic, being not opportunistic is definitely a privilege. When you have the money, obviously you won't be that opportunistic. But when you don't have the money, that's where you become super hyper opportunistic. Get that? And won't be as kind. I'm still a very kind person. It's kind of like by default at this point, but yeah. In either way, hope you guys enjoy what I do. And let me unmute back my Nimi stream. I'm watching her debut and stuff. Technically, her new model, her original body review. I don't think there's a lot more to watch anymore. Yeah. Sorry about my voice. Should watch something else since like she already fully reviewed her model and stuff. Ooh, my own stream. It's on top. You guys can't see it. Cut my stream on half. Ooh, another Fact Fiend video. Obviously, going to watch Fact Fiend.
So nearby Brad, as I take a big sip of this beer, what's your favourite martial arts movie?
I'm going to throw a curveball and just pick a shit one. The Tuxedo.
It's alright. Jackie Chan tried. Oh, you're cracking off on that cider.
I'm going to put the mic right next to it.
Yeah, that really expensive microphone. Get it nice and wet. There we go. What was that person who got, like, banned off Twitch because they shoved their mic up their ass? Do you remember that?
No.
Does anyone remember that story? Editor, put the screenshot of the headline of like.
He did put a screenshot of the arse.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like some Twitch streamer got banned because they had one of those ASMR mics. The other one that, and they put it in their ass. We're not going to do that. We're going to talk about Kung Fu Hustle. Kung Fu Hustle is a film in which a lovable loser played by Stephen Chow gets his shit pushed in by everything from a gang of fire axe wielding men wearing three-piece suits to a cobra, widely regarded as one of the finest comedy and martial arts movies of the last 20.
Yeah, Stephen Chow is like the best comedy actor for me. It's like try to think Jim Carrey, but Hong Kong. Yeah, he is like a very physical like comedy like slapstick humor actors. So like he also like does a lot of face too. Try to think this. In American have like Jim Carrey. UK have like 1-2, and as for Hong Kong is Stephen Chow, and weirdly enough, in Japan I consider GTO, Great Teacher Onizuka, is an anime, but still it's one of like the like do a lot of facial expression like slapstick humor level. I think like he is like one of the top king among that because one is anime, but it's still like when he draw him like doing all those faces, it's actually like doable. It's not like not doable. It's like yeah, so it become like like seeing like making faces for comedy stuff is not really like that much of a thing anymore, which is a little bit weird to be honest. Like not a lot of people do that shit anymore. It's like some anime does have like some of the like facial reference there, facial comedy reference, but they aren't doing it like for like the key point of like doing a comedy part. Is it that hard?
20 years, it was made partly as an excuse to just bring a bunch of retired martial artists out of retirement to give them one last hurrah, something the film did by accident with the casting of Yuan Chao. And we did look up the pronunciation of this lady's name, and Stephen Chow himself says it's Yuan Chao. Because like we found like the interview where he's talking about it, some white dude goes, Yuan Q, and he's like, Chow. And he's like, oh, sorry, you can slap me if you want. And you can tell Stephen Chow is thinking about slapping that dude. So you've not seen Kung Fu Hustle, have you, Brad? I'm surprised at that.
As far as I'm aware, I haven't. Like, maybe it was one of the ones that came across my path a while back, but without like a clip.
Well, the easiest way is, do you recognise this lady?
No.
Okay, so you've not seen them. You've not seen Kung Fu Hustle, because the reason I say that is because this lady is the single most enduring visual from the entire film of just her, like, you know, with a cigarette half hanging out of her mouth, with rollers in her hair, looking just progressively more pissed off as the movie goes along. And the basic plot is like, there's just this guy. He's like, you know, he's a lovable loser, a bit down his luck. He's like, you know, he's a petty thief. Like, he goes around, like, you know, hustling people, hence the name, using his kung fu, but pretending he's like a kung fu master. And he accidentally tries to hustle a bunch of people who end up being actual kung fu masters. And, like, you know, shenanigans ensue, bunch of cool martial arts stuff happens, and then in the end, it turns out that Stephen Chow is the chosen one. And he learns, like, you know, super cool martial arts after getting his, like, shit pushed in by a cobra. Because the cobra bites him, and then he, like, masters martial arts to expel the cobra venom.
信到我啊！
One of the jokes is like he gets beaten up all the time, but he's always fine. It's because he's a secret martial arts master who like uses martial arts to like, you know, remove the illness and disease and broken bones from his body. Because there's like a bit in the film where like they're throwing knives. It's like, give me a knife. Puh! It's like, oh, no. Just, it's so good. It's one of those films where it's so fun to watch because, especially if you're a fan of Stephen Chow films. Have you seen like Shaolin Soccer?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, like every actor from Shaolin Soccer is in this because obviously he just casts all his mates. And just like, I was watching it and like, I know that guy from Shaolin. So I watched Shaolin Soccer first, which is not as good as Kung Fu Hustle, but it has a place in my heart.
See, I was introduced to Shaolin Soccer not through the film itself, but through the viral clips that went around of people pretending it was real.
Yeah, like those clips from Kung Fu. It's like, people thinking that's stupid. It's like, these are the early days of the internet. I think the most recent modern one of them that I think still goes around every now and again is that clip from Never Back Down, like the MMA film where it's like the guy who does capoeira who gets punched midair.
Yeah.
That still goes around to this day on like Reddit and stuff of, oh, like cocky capoeira guy in a fight gets knocked out by MMA fighter. And it's like, no, it's a clip from Never Back Down. And the reason I love that film as well, and it's just a detail that always cracks me up. Have you seen Never Back Down?
Only that scene.
Only the okay. So Digimon Husso's in that, and like it's one of his earliest like mainstream roles. Just he's always sweating, and I don't know how else to say, but he's perpetually moist throughout the film, and I don't know why. And just one of the funniest parts is literally the only scene he's not sweaty in is when he wakes up, and the first thing he does is throw water on his face. So it's like,
I must stay down.
Why does he have to be so damp throughout that movie? Anyway, we went to Kung Fu Hustle. And Yuan Chao, she was like, you know, a staple of the Kung Fu movie industry for decades. In fact, she studied with none other than Sammo Hung and Jackie Chan. Like, she was one of their classmates and a close friend of both men. And she was one of the so-called Seven Little Fortunes. Are you familiar at all with like, the Seven Little Fortunes?
Completely unfamiliar.
Well, that's the name given to, as you might expect, seven.
What happened?
From the Peking Opera House, who were singled out as being especially good at what they did, and like, you know, just have all gone on to great things. Like some greater than others, like Jackie Chan being the most famous one. We saw, like, you know, Sammo Hung. I personally, I love Sammo Hung. Like, I miss Martial Law, which is a TV show where he just he's basically Rush Hour, the TV.
No, nothing happened. I think you read it wrong. It's like, yeah, I don't exactly hate my job, nor enthusiastic with it. It's like, every single time I come back home, they will be like, hey, it's your first day to school. How is your school? Motherfucker, I'm 30 years old. I know how work works, you know. Like, do you want me to talk like I love my job? It's a retail work. It's not like I'm trying to become like, you know, a retail king. Like target to like get my like role from like a tiny retail store to like a regional manager It's like I'm going to set sail to the red ribbon line to become like to take over the entire store. Like, what do you expect? A TV drama in there? Like, if people want me to suddenly like shout like cringy slogan, I might not do it. I'll try to pretend I say it, like singing Nagaraku. Like follow every people like sing it. I don't actually remember a single lyrics. I can't even remember like most lyrics of any song that I like. This is why, like, if they every single time they keep asking me, I don't know how to answer them. Worst thing is, after I took my medications, the back of my brain is numb. My facial expression is numb. Imagine a numb face with like a tired face. I'm tired. My face is numb. I come back to the house. My face looked like someone like, like I just had like a fight. So it's not a very good optic. Every single time I come back to my house, everyone keep like asking me like, "Hey, how's the day, champ?" I was like, I don't know. Why are you asking me? Like, job is a job. I go retail. I stand there. Someone needs help. I go help. And someone bought some stuff. I look at it. I'll check there's the stock or not. I refill the stock on the rack. Done. That's my job. Like how can I explain that job is a job? My leg is tired, just that all. That thing is not really like a big comment. It's like I haven't do a job that stand like very long time for a very long period of amount of time. I've been sitting here doing like streaming for most of my 5 years, so I lost the ability to stand for long. That's normal, and that's going to get better and better. That's just muscle, It can build up back like it will lessen the pain as time go. So I don't really have to complain that much. Like, what do you think? I come back complain my life. I come back and say like how good a retail job is. Like how do you expect? I'm 30 fucking years old. And that don't really have a choice because I don't have money. I have to work at a retail. You think like it's like a life choice decisions to suddenly become like the retail king or something? Like that there's no goal working on this type of stuff. Okay? It's earn money and that's all. Have a stable income. Job's done. Like I don't like again like how do you like do you have a way when you already reached 30 years old, you went for retail, come back home, everyone like asking you like how's your first day at school? They never done that in my entire life, and then they suddenly do that. It's weird, I don't even know how to answer it. It's a little bit too late. They never try to learn about who or what I do, and then suddenly they are very interesting at it. It's not like I hate my family too. It's like they never bother, and now they bother. It kind of I don't know how to feel about it. Like seriously, I can go and ask like, do you know what I do with my normal life? They have zero idea. Do they know like how is my private life is? They have zero idea. Do they know, like, do my family know that when I was like in school, like, do they know like a single bits about part like of me like in school? No. They really don't. They really have zero idea how I lived. Zero idea. Not just zero idea how I lived, zero idea how I behave, zero idea, like, even when I was a kid. I sound like a downer, but it is a fact that it's not like they don't care. They already have like, they always have like this like version of me in their brain that they assume that version of the version of me in their brain, it is that version. So they never really care. Because in that way, they know. It's like, you know that you come downstairs, you want to eat. Or they know that you want to do this because you want to do because of that. They have a reason in their brain already. So no matter what I do, how much accomplish I made or how much accomplish I fail, they will have that version in their brain. Even I could accomplish something big, they see it, they can't relate to it. Not just can't relate to it, that the accomplishment or anything that I do will just immediately get deleted after the next week. Because no matter how much I change my image in front of them, they will sooner or later forget it and revert back to like the whatever version of me in their brain. Because they never able to relate what the heck I'm doing or what the heck I do with my life. All they concern is they have a little brother or like have a son who keep having skill issues to lift because they refuse to believe that I have a certain level of disabilities. And even people who have a disability, they would try to lift too. I am trying, but they are not seeing how I try. So they would just assume I'm just being very lazy. To be honest, I got this job mainly is to get them off my back. This is why I would not have any enthusiasm on this particular or any job at all in the futures, even I will get one. Sounds sad, but it is what it is. Yes, this is what like how Asian parent works. Not just like earning money or not, even, here's the thing, even I earn money, they wouldn't give a jack shit about it. Yes, even I earn money, they will still do the same. Because they don't understand. If I do even just a retail job, even just go and wash dishes, and then it's like, here's the thing. For me, my channel and that channel is completely different. If I do something, even that can pay bill, I live in a very completely different world than how my family does. So the moment I do something that within their kind of like alley and understanding, they'll be fine with it. You know? Like I say again, even I can pay bill. Even I can pay bill. With like if I do like a lot of like art stream and then or like streaming, I start to earn a shit tons of money. Or I do drawing. Like there are parents that, oh, you do streaming, as long as you can pay the bill, it's fine. Mine won't. Mine won't. It's more like they are very traditional family. If you don't earn money through traditional means, they will like not understand you. Maybe some do. My second brother definitely does. But I'm failing at it really hard. So like if you talk about it, I'll understand. But if it's my parent or sisters or any other family that talk about it, then I know they're actually talking in a way that they do not understand. If my second brother like decided to scold me that, hey, I gave you 2 years, you still didn't earn that much to pay your own bill, go get a job, and I'll get a job. Even I get a job, I'll just get a job because it's just the ends of the means, because I don't earn money. I understand it. And then I'll go get a job. But if it's my parent that did that, they will like say it in a way. I won't really say it's hurtful. It's more like they are in like a complete separate world when they talk about it. Even it works, they will not understand. Imagine like I can earn like 5,000 ringgit monthly doing art, voice acting, or like voice acting or like streaming. Like all this three combined, I can earn like 5,000 daily. Monthly. Daily is like super rich, but monthly, if I do that, I can earn that much. They will suddenly call me in and then sit there and do a family talk. Hey, you should get a normal job. You need EPF. You need this. You need that. We know you earn money, but you need a normal job. I'm talking about that. My second brother would definitely understand what I'm doing. But for my other branch of, not other branch, my all like close family, they would have zero idea what the fuck I'm doing. I'm talking about that. It's not like that open-minded or not. They want the income flow is in the traditional method. In the way they understand. They want me to stand in their lane. So they can understand. I'm talking like a rebellious teenager right now. You don't understand me, Mom. I hate you all. Nah, I don't hate my family. They still are very good. They still are very like kind and somewhat you can say understanding family. It's just that because when they don't understand, they really want you to. It's like they won't sit here. Please make me understand what you're doing. No, they'll be like, please do something normal for me. So I don't really have like a traditional job sense. But money is money. The thing I'm doing, I'm not earning any money at all. I'm failing at it. It's so bad. So when my second brother wanted to say like, you fucked up, You can't actually like earn money from it. So go get a normal job. Now I'm doing a normal job. My father still let me, to be honest, do what I did. But again, I'm not an idiot. I try my best, and then actually I did manage to earn money through drawing for quite a while. Until my fucking eye doesn't work anymore. And then I need to went hiatus for a while to get used to my eyes. And then I came back. For some reasons, like nobody wanted to commission me for any artwork anymore. It's like a fucking cursed. I try to do voice acting. I do lots of auditions. Some people, first day, they already like first audition, they got it. For me, I did for like 50, 60. Not a single one. Not a single one. You know what? I will not complain too much because I do think I have skill issues. I do not have a business sense, opportunity sense, or any sense at all. Help with what? It's not like suddenly like you decide to be like, I'll be your manager. It's not something that easy to do. What I am doing right now is I am trying my best. For now, I would really say this thing. My current job right now is really, really temporarily. I'm still trying my best. If I am like, here's the thing. What do you think I'm doing all this thing for? This is more or less my one last hurrah, my final attempt of trying to earn money from drawing. If this method works, I can definitely try my best to stabilize such a business. I'm making fan art, I'm making stickers, but due to my issues, I can't go around to places and sell like merchandise art. So, what my brain kind of thinks right now is, anyone who is going to conventions all around the world want to sell the stickers, I will give them the art, they can print it, I'll get a cut, they'll get a cut. Not sure how much, maybe like 80-20, they get 20%. Again, I don't really have like a lot of business sense. And by the way, like if anyone is like here listening to it, I'll say this again. I don't hate my family. I understand why they don't understand. For one, big ass age gap. From different generations, like definitely. And for second, it's not I am successful on anything. If I'm successful, I think I can somewhat don't have like such kind of comment come out from my family. Like if I definitely manage to earn money, they would have less complaint. Yes, it's basically different generations. If I'm saying like I'm looking at Gen Z, I don't understand a single Gen Z lingo. It's not like I hate them. They are going to hate me too. They understand like their language is like completely like a new type of language. But yeah. It's something like that. It's something like that. They already supported me a long time already. Like imagine this thing. I've been trying to stream and do all this thing for like 5 fucking years at this point. Ever since the COVID thing, I already started doing all these things. I am trying really hard. It's just I'm a failure at this. To be honest. If in a normal people perspective, I'm a fucking failure. In a normal people perspective. And anyone who's been into this kind of trenches before, they know it's actually really difficult it's really difficult to get into either streaming or drawing or voice acting. All this thing is like definitely you need to do a lot of grind, and you need one thing called luck. Hate to say this thing, but all this thing that I'm doing right now is really luck based. Like back in the days, I just doing it for fun. I get like 20k people watching me on like every single stream. I have like 3 to 6k people watching me by standard. Peak is like 26k. Do you know how that like become? I was not a very good streamer. My streaming production is shit. Everything is shit. People just enjoy me chatting with them. Or like when I play Spider-Man, just being like Batman, cringe. There's no format to this kind of stuff. If people likes you, they likes you, and then like more people somehow like algorithm like show to you that people also like happens to like your kind of like vibe, then fine. Like you get more people watching. And you can do the same ass thing again, you create a new account. That might not happen. The things I tried my best. But my best aren't the best. And also my luck is really bad when it comes to all these things. I won't truly blame on my luck. Definitely some skill issues in that too. Despite like some people, it's like, like sometimes some people really are trying. They are trying everything. And then you can know like they actually, even like some who is trying really hard have skills. They just simply don't have like those kind of like timing for anything. Imagine like a chef is like being very good at cooking. No matter how much they cook, if they have no customer, no people taste that shit. Maybe like there's like a neighbor that know that you're a very good cook. They just keep coming for your food, but it's still that one fucking customer only. It's not like you have like many customer. It's not like I have a food critic ever come to my place. For some reason, they're allergic to that place, and I don't know why. Maybe I'm just like not have the foresight enough to know I open a shop in like a bad neighborhood, or like maybe a food critic like in this like if I like got this store that I just bought have like a history, a food critic got killed in there, so no food critic want to come there. Like who knows? Who fucking knows? this is not something that I can easily solve it. Definitely, like, all my friends, even people who watch me a lot, they know I'm actually quite yapping type of streamer. Everyone that come in here, they will always ask this question. Still alone, huh? Yeah, I'm still fucking alone. I'm still fucking alone. Trying doesn't mean success. There's a lot of things come to being success. Many things can contribute to a person's success. Trying is not one of them. Yes, only result can speak. And in Asian case, anyone who is Asian, money speaks. Even result can't speak. Money is the one that actually do the speaking. Like, in many sense, like, who the fuck care that you're famous or not? Are you earning? No? Fuck you then. Yeah, there's many case for lots of things. I can't really use other people cases. It's for me. It's like everyone have their own like individual things that happens to them. Well, sadly, here's the thing. Another thing I'm struggling as what I am now. I'm trying to get into entertainment business at this point. You can kind of like say it like that. My artwork for entertainment. my voice acting is for entertaining. You already understand this one thing. When it comes to entertainment business, the only things that manage to make it work is connections. And boo fucking who, I don't have one. Nor like any way to learn how to start up as one. Because none of my family is entertaining based. My dad do grunt work. My mom is a housewife. Well, you know already, like my second brother is a businessman. Even working event is not exactly like entertaining. And my sister is another housewife. My brother-in-law is a car mechanic. Not car mechanic, like, you know, like do like the car painting and stuff. My oldest brother, well, I think he technically stuck in similar situation like me, but not like entertainment side. He just have issues connected with people, so it's a little bit hard for him to stay in the job for very long. You know, ego and stuff. But yeah, it's like none of my family have any, either you can say like entertainment connections or have any knowledge whatsoever about entertainment industry. I'm not getting any advice. I'm not getting any like help. I'm not getting any like basic understanding, even emotional help when it comes to this kind of things. You know, it's like if your family work in like entertaining and then realize that you're struggling at entertaining, even some that don't do entertaining, they don't understand a single thing you do, they will still try their best to like, you know, emotional support and stuff. Mine don't. They just know you're failing. Maybe they have enough understanding that I let you do what you do. Even they do that. I let you do what you do. It's not, I won't really say like it's not the best support. It's better than nothing. But they can't really help me. You know? It's exactly like how a lot of people fighting alone. I am doing the fight alone. And I have been fighting alone for a very long time. And to be honest, I'm really tired. But I'm still fighting. I gotta do it. Nah, it's fine. Edit. It's not like something bad happened. It's just that I'm maybe like, yeah, maybe it's the phrasing is a little bit wrong, but yeah, it's just a normal retail job. But personally, you know, if anyone watch my stream, they know that I want to become a voice actor. Either that or manage to earn some money either through drawing or through streaming, those kind of things. family is a bunch of traditional people, so they don't really understand, like, even you earn money, they don't know what the fuck you are doing, you know? Those kind of situations. And basically, when you try to do some things that your family don't understand, even they let you, they're like those kind of like very good understanding family, but they just don't know what the fuck you're doing. They'll just say, I let you do what you do. And then you kind of like got the verbal acknowledgement that they support you, but you essentially still kind of like fighting alone for what you're doing. And fighting without any help does feel a little bit lonely. And because of that, sad to say, like, if my body could not handle the stress of just working, I might really have to like stop streaming. And I might not even have the energy to do voice acting. And here's the thing, like, my family still do not believe that I have disability. It's like they refuse to believe it. I can power through my conditions doesn't mean I'm fine, bro. Like, if you can power through it doesn't mean you can power through it forever and ever. I have a limit. Like, even right now, not right now, even I'm working this past 2 days, just 2 days, I realized that how small of a mental fortitude stamina I have if I don't have my medications. And these medications doesn't really help me that much. It only help a little. Even with that, I'm still basically just holding at bay. No, like I say again, I get dizzy easily. So, this medication is like, due to my medical issues, my blood vessel and my nervous system is like fighting each other's. Try to think this. You are feeling your heartbeat, not hearing your heartbeat, with the back of your brain constantly, to the point that your brain can hear a certain ring in their head. It's not coming out from my ears, mind you. It's my brain has been imprinted the annoyance enough to have like a permanent ring in my brain. It's like an invisible itch that you cannot scratch. It's driving a person crazy would be like, it would say like, enough. This is why a lot of doctors, even neurology doctors, the first time they learn about my situation, they'd be like, are you fine mentally? Surprisingly, I function like a normal person. I think that the only reason I'm functioning like a normal person right now is because I'm not working. And just doing what I liked. But that's the thing. That's the thing. It's like, it's not like I'm living in a lavish lifestyle. It's not like I'm like a super ultimate privileged person that have a rich dad, or like, you know, like a very like living live my life as like a spoiled kid. My medical conditions is more like in the conditions that I need to be a spoiled kid, else I would go mental. It's a fucking idiotic medical conditions. It's like you try to sneeze for your entire life. It's not enough to kill you, but it's enough to drive you fucking crazy. So how do you prevent yourself to prevent like your medical conditions that most likely will drive you fucking crazy? Just being very carefree, stress-free, nonchalant. Like what else you can do? It's not exactly a disability. It's just minor annoyance, but it's enough to drive people crazy a lot. Do you think Van Gogh like decided to cut off his ear for fun? He had Meniere disease. His entire world keeps spinning to a point he just like keep hearing ringing and keep spinning to a point he's like, fuck this, I don't need my ear anymore, and then cut off his ear. And then he went to mental hospital so many times. Trust me, if he's like not, it's because like he back then like people don't understand his art, so he's not earning anything at all. He end up like just being crazy most of the days because he can't even enjoy what he enjoy. He enjoy drawing, but he's not successful in his drawing neither. Of course, he will be stuck in a bad mental place and then went mental afterward. I'll be playing some video to watch it a little bit.
TV show, but it's just Sammo Hung. She was one of the 7 Little Fortunes, and contrary to the name, she did not have the best time in the industry, though she's got a few big roles before she appeared in Kung Fu Hustle, including Man with the Golden Gun.
Stand back, girls.
And I love Man with a Golden Gun because I think it is peak James Bond is just wank at everything he does. Like the films will tell you James Bond is the ultimate ladies man. He's the ultimate ladies man. He beats up all the bad dudes. He's like the coolest, but that's the one.
Spy in the world.
Yeah, he's the greatest martial artist ever, and that's the one where they send him to Japan and he stars alongside like, actual martial artists like Yuan Chao, and like you can see that Roger Moore does not know how to fight. But they pretend that he does because obviously he's James Bond, and it's so embarrassing.
They played into that in the remake of the Green Hornet, didn't they? Because in the original, they tried to make it look like the Green Hornet was as good as Kato, and he just wasn't.
Yeah, they tried to pretend some fucking dude in an overcoat in his 40s was as good as prime Bruce Lee.
Yeah, so in the remake, they obviously cast Seth Rogen. And
that's the joke,
he was just a bit of a brawler, but he couldn't really do much. But then his valet was actually the actual martial artist who was good at everything.
And that's why you have that great bit where he gives him a gun. And it's like, that's your stinger. And it's like, well, you don't need a gun. It's like, well, yeah, I'm standing Bruce Lee. And I do like that film because they do have a nod to Bruce Lee where he's going through like his sketchbook. He's got a sketch of Bruce Lee doing the pose. I'm like, yeah. But I love that. One of my favourite genres of film is just like that period before like Jackie Chan and Bruce Lee came in and showed like Hollywood, this is what martial arts looks like.
This is what people can actually do.
Yeah, it's like that's why you watch Man with a Golden Gun and Yuan Chao's in that, and she's fucking awesome. And she kicks the shit out like 20 dudes, and Roger Moore's like...
The expectation with fight scenes in Hollywood is definitely ramped up because if you look at the difference in, say, the lightsaber duels from the original trilogy to the fucking Ewan McGregor, Hayden Christensen duel in Revenge of the Sith.
My favourite bit about that is, like, I know we always like harp on Star Wars, but do you know why they wave the lightsabers around like dickheads in those like original trilogy movies?
I would hazard a guess that they might break if they did it too fast.
That and George Lucas told the actors pretend that they're heavy because this is a sword movie, it's a samurai movie.
But lightsabers are made of light.
Exactly, which he realised for the prequel, so he told the actors they weigh nothing, act as if they're not encumbering you at all. but isn't that so funny? It's like he told the actors pretend they're heavy because these pretend. It's like because they had an actual master swordsman on set. Like he's the guy who was like the stunt double for Darth Vader for the dueling scenes, and he was really annoyed at how shit the dueling scenes look. So they made him wear the big Darth Vader helmet and costume. It's like he was a fencing like world champion, and in the film he's like,
They're all that as well, like Darth Vader. The difference between the Rogue One scene and then what's supposed to be like a few months later, where he just
it's not even. It's like the next day. You compare what Darth Vader does in like Rogue One, where he's like, boom, and then you just see him like in fighting Obi-Wan.
When we last met, you were but a learner. I was but a learner. Now I am the master. Slow swing.
It never stops cracking me up because that's because George Lucas was offering lightsabers are heavy. Because this is a samurai movie, but not as good.
Now I am the master.
Only a master of evil, Darth.
But then, if they were supposed to be heavy, why would you not have them swinging them around like, say, the Soul Edge or something, where they've got like heft to them and they're all long.
I would absolutely love it if Darth Vader was doing the combos he does in Soul Calibur. Because don't forget, Darth Vader is in Soul Calibur, and when his back throw is Emperor Toss, where he picks you up above his head and then throws you down, but you can throw people off the stage doing it. Oh, but like, Yuan Chao, she did not have much success in Hollywood as say Jackie Chan or Sammo Hung. And in fact, she basically left the industry because she couldn't make enough money as a choreographer or a background like stunt woman, and she had to supplement her income by being a dancer in nightclubs. And keep in mind she could do backflips, so that must have been the sickest nightclub ever. I'm just imagining like, okay, and now coming to the stage is one of the 7 Little Fortunes. She just comes out and does that entire routine from Zoolander. He comes out and like the 14 flips.
How bad would you feel if you're one of the other dancers there? It's like you come out and just do sort of a little thing where you shake your hips, and then she comes out fucking flying around in the circles in the air.
Exactly, but like she was left with a sour taste in her mouth regarding the industry because, as she would later say, there were just no opportunities for women that weren't like be in the background or like be eye candy. It's like, but I could be more than that. I'm a martial artist. Like I'm as good as Jackie Chan. Like, I literally studied with fucking Jackie Chan. I'm as good as he is. It's like, no, stand in the background. It's also, as well, it's an untapped market of like never forget after Bruce Lee died, like they just made another movie with Jackie Chan where they just said Jackie Chan's Bruce Lee. This is like one of those like moments in his career that he's ashamed of, where they basically made a sequel and pretended he was Bruce Lee. And they make Jackie Chan fight like Bruce Lee. And he's like, but I'm not Bruce Lee. Like, he invented his own fighting style. He's like Jeet Kune Do. That's not my fighting style. Like, I fight like he's like the drunken master. It's like I'm more into like the wushu and stuff. It's like no, fight like Bruce Lee. And it's like, yeah, they just had this lady who was like a sick, awesome fighter who was like super cool, could do all. She was a stunt woman as well, and just they didn't want to cast her. She's like, you know what, fuck this, and she retired from the industry and spent most of her time smoking and playing mahjong, which is how she got cast in Kung Fu Hustle.
Yeah, I was going to say, if she's retired, how did she end up getting cast in a film?
So the story goes is that Stephen Chow, when he was casting for Kung Fu Hustle, he wanted to hire a bunch of people that he grew up watching, because this is after like Shaolin soccer and stuff, where his star was rising and he had like a bit of pull. So I want to use that to bring all my heroes out of retirement. I want to showcase what they can do one last time.
Expendables, but good.
Yeah, Expendables with martial artists, basically, and that's why. And everyone in it is like a former like star of Hong Kong cinema. And he said it was really difficult to cast a lot of the roles because I envisioned these very specific people doing the roles. One of the roles that was the hardest to cast was the landlady at Pigsty Alley. And
Pigsty Alley.
That's the name, yeah. And that's the thing, you look at that woman, that's the landlady of Pigsty Alley. And for anyone who's not seen the film like Brad, the landlady of Pigsty Alley is a formidable woman who is a secret, badass former martial artist who is the master of the Lion's Roar.
I love the trope of like secret former master.
Well, you're going to love this film because you go in and every person in the film is a secret former master. So they have a bit where it's like, just this guy who's like, I'm making curtains now, that's my job. And it's like, no, he's actually the secret Iron Hand master. And do you know that thing with the rings on the feet? He does that with the curtain rails. It's worth watching just for that scene alone of like all the masters when they awaken their like latent kung fu. And like you see like the landlady and her husband, and it's like the husband's like it's really funny. It's like you've seen Kung Pao Enter the Fist. Master Betty is her husband. It's like that's me. He's that dude, and that's like you look and you go, hey, it's that dude. I remember him from like this old martial arts movie, or I saw him got beaten up by Jackie Chan in a movie once. He's like, it's so good, and he's like, yeah, I want this like dumpy housewife who's actually this formidable like martial artist, but she's a no nonsense motherfucker. And while he was casting for this role, he saw just Chow over in the corner, chain smoking, with rollers in her hair, and went, "That's her." It's like, is she auditioning today? No, she's here with a friend. And he went over and went, "Can I talk to you? Do you want to be in a movie?" It's like, "I'm not being in movies anymore." It's like, "What?" So, "Oh, I was in movies a few years ago. I'm here with a friend." It's like, "Wait, you're a movie star?" It's like, "I was, not anymore. I'm going home. Bye." And he looks her up and he's like, holy shit, like I try to cast a secret badass former martial artist, and there's a woman who walked into my office who is this former awesome martial artist who's now retired. I need her. And he went to her house, he found out where she was from a friend, went to her house and found her outside playing mahjong and smoking, and went, that's her. That's the landlady of Pigsty Alley. Will you be in my movie? And she's like, no, fuck off. Which only made him want to cast her more, because that's the exact attitude that character should have.
你就係負責人啦，係嘛？
廢婆啦，
喂，斧頭幫啦！
斧頭幫啊啦！
So did he keep pushing?
Well, he did, yeah. And eventually she relented when she found out that the film is like a homage and a send up to the kind of movies that she was in, and that her old friend Sammo Hung was a producer. She's like, you know what? I'll be in this movie. And you know what? She even went ahead and gained like 20-30 pounds so she could be more properly able to play a dumpy housewife. And just I love the idea that she just didn't want to do it. It's like, that only makes you even more perfect for the role. Because you know what? The landlady of Pigsty Alley would also not want to be in my movie.
Life imitating art.
Exactly, yeah. And the fact that, like, you know, she so perfectly mirrored the backstory of the character, she didn't even know she was, like, you know, perfect to play. It's so hilarious to me. And, like, you know, her fight scenes are awesome, and it ended up revitalizing her career.
Oh,
because
nice.
after she was in Kung Fu Hustle, people were like, wow, this lady's awesome. Wait, she's been in a bunch of movies as like a background actress? Holy shit. And also, yeah, that classic Hollywood thing of, let's just rip off Kung Fu Hustle. Oh, who are we going to get? Well, everyone else is too expensive. Stephen Chow's too expensive. Get that lady. And he's like, I'll do it. So she's in a bunch of like Kung Fu Hustle style rip-offs.
Hollywood is so shit at understanding why things are popular. Like, if something does well, they don't go, it's done well because it's well made and it took this angle that nobody else saw. They go, oh, it's a Kung Fu movie, let's make more.
Yeah, especially when it's like a Kung Fu movie. It's like, oh, people just want to see a comedy action Kung Fu movie. It's like, well, they want to see one that, well, one, it needs to be funny, and two, the Kung Fu needs to actually be competent.
Yeah, and it's also the fact that somebody had a clear idea of what they wanted to do and they put it together properly and put the effort in to get the right people to do it.
So we mentioned Jackie Chan, haven't we? About how many times we talked about the story of when Jackie Chan, because like, if anyone's ever wondered, like, why does Jackie Chan not do as much like Jackie Chan style like action in like Rush Hour, for example, or like Shanghai Nights, or like the Tuxedo, which you mentioned? And the answer is that he'll come in and he'll say, can I do my choreography? And they're like, yeah. And he'll do it and go, oh, that wasn't good. Can I do another take? And like, no. Jackie Chan will do, like we've talked about, he did 1,000 takes once for the like the badminton scene in Armor of God, I think it is.
Yeah.
Where they're kicking the thing. It's like 1,000 takes to get it exactly right. Like, but in Hollywood, they don't do that. They'll do one shot and then just do pickup shots and just like, you know, fix it in the edit. It's like, but I can do it. Just give me another chance. It's like, no.
And I want to put forward the remake of The Karate Kid. So there is one reason I hate this, and I'll say after.
Is it because he learns Kung Fu and not karate?
It's exactly the reason.
And the fact they hired a Chinese guy to like put him in Kung Fu is Chinese and karate is Japanese, and Hollywood's like, it's the same thing. And that's the thing. We're not saying that, but you know Hollywood execs went, it's the same fucking thing. It's like, no, it's not. They're two distinct martial arts from two very specific regions of the world that are very proud of their, you know, that specific martial arts like relationship to their heritage and their nationality.
That it infuriates me that they named it that when like the film itself is.
They could have called it the Kung Fu Kid.
Yeah, and everybody would have still known what it was. But the scene when he first fights he fights a group of kids, and obviously they don't want him to do what Mr. Miyagi did, just beat the shit out.
The thing is, though, I love when they do that, and I've got another scene I want to mention for the editor where a martial artist beats up a bunch of children.
What's that scene?
Just so you go sit and I'll talk.
I was there, yeah. The one with Jackie Chan. The way he fights them is by, it's almost like no contact.
Oh, so what would it be? Tai Chi.
Yeah, so he redirects all the blows. He ends up tying them up with their clothes and that kind of thing. So he doesn't actually hurt them. He just redirects their movement.
What he should have done is what he does to that guy in Who Am I, where he puts his like jacket over his head and then elbows him like 50,000 times. But he should have done it to the child.
That's the tie scene, isn't it? Where the guy takes his tie off.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah. Oh god, it's so funny.
You should have done that to the kids, like in the school uniform.
What's the one you're talking about?
So, in one of the Ip Man movies, there's a scene where Donnie Yen fights a bunch of teenagers, and he doesn't beat them up, because like we all know, let's put in the scene from Ip Man where Donnie Yen turns that man's world to punch and punches him like 80,000 times in the face, like they do the that's like the Ip Man thing. He doesn't do that, but it's a fight scene where he fights a bunch of kids and all he does is slap them. So he's just like, the kids swing, boo! It's just a slap. Just every kid just gets one hard slap across the face. It's so funny. It's like if we've got to talk about a martial arts movie, we've got to talk about like the other scene in Ip Man, where it's like the guy attacks him and his wife in like the elevator. And it's like, you don't attack Ip Man, but you also don't attack his wife. And what he does is, like, his wife's giving him shit for being like, you do this stupid martial arts stuff. What does martial arts do? And then she like sees her husband like doing the martial arts while he's like moving her around the elevator to protect her. And you just see like, I'm going to have another kid. She just the look in her eyes is like, I'm going to get another kid out of this guy. Like, I'm going to ride in like a prize stallion tonight. And he just pushes her out of the elevator. The door's shut and he just looks her in the eye and goes like, yeah, I know what I'm about to fucking do. And he just annihilates the dude. Oh, man, I love those movies.
There's one I'm struggling to remember the name of, and it's the one with Sean William Scott. Do you remember? It's where there's like a master whose temple gets raided and they're after this power, and he has to pass it on to a successor.
Oh, is that Bulletproof Monk?
Yes, that one.
Is that the one where they talk about hot dogs?
Yeah.
That's Chow Yun-fat, isn't it?
Yeah, but that one's great. I love that one. Like, I assume if I go back and watch it now, it's probably offensive.
It's wank, because like Chow Yun-fat does no martial arts. I don't think he's really a martial. He's an action dude.
Yeah, but it was during that phase where Sean William Scott was big because of American Pie.
Yeah.
So he was in like all of these different films, and there's so many different. Like, it's such a variety. Like, he has an eclectic set of films.
Well, I like him when he's in like The Rundown or Welcome to the Jungle. One of my favourite ever fact fiend moments is when I mention a film called Welcome to the Jungle. And every single American watching is like, well, it's called The Rundown, actually. And it's like, well, to Americans, there's this place called Everywhere Else. And that's what the movie's called, Everywhere Else. But every American in the comments like, it's called The Rundown. It's like, yeah, in your country, where I'm not. It's called Welcome to the Jungle over here.
I'd like to submit that obviously Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson would prefer it to be called Welcome to the Jungle, because we know how much he loves jungles.
Yeah, he's in so many jungles. Oh, that film's great because that's the one where just The Rock never uses guns.
Except
when he has to, and they say, "Why don't you?"
He does the double shotgun reload on a
so
box.
good.
Oh man.
What's the best, gun reload? That's not the Terminator one. And why is it? I think it's Evil Dead 2, 3, Army of Darkness, where Bruce Campbell throws a shotgun into the air and slides on like a rappel and then catches the shotgun to reload it.
I think there's quite a lot of, it's either Rocket Jump or Corridor Crew, like the guys who do the visual effects online. One of them did a video that was like over-the-top reloads, and it was like the ones where they throw it in the air and do like flips and shit and catch it in the gun. I remember that being really entertaining to watch.
I also like the ones in Devil May Cry. Lady, you know, speaking like, you know, awesome, like, you know, female like action stars. Lady in the Devil May Cry series where her gimmick is, I just use guns. That's a whole shtick. And there's like a scene where she's just fighting with guns, and like she has a dress, but her dress is just made of magazines for guns, and that's it. And then you get to a point where she's got no bullets left, so she fires a rocket launcher, which throws all of her guns into the air. Because she just throws guns away when she's finished using them, and then she just spins around with her guns in her hands and reloads.
Sounds very much like Reaper, Overwatch Reaper.
It's so dumb, yeah.
He throws the shotguns away when you don't reload, you throw them away.
But I love that idea, so that's what she does. It's like, wow, it's quicker to just throw the gun away and get a new one. It's like, yeah, just like, you know, just enjoy more action movies, like Devil May Cry, Kung Fu Hustle. And yeah, just go watch more movies that lady in. Which is a shame she didn't really lead many, except for like the crappy Kung Fu Hustle knockoffs. It's like, just make better decisions, Hollywood. Like, let kick-ass female action stars make kick-ass action movies, because I want to watch more of them. They're all rad.
Massive breaking news for the unemployed. And yes, this includes yours truly. So a few weeks ago, we talked about the Dr. Mike situation, which was him going on this show to debate 20 anti-vaxxers. Dr. Mike, of course, being pro-vax. I believe I made 2-3 videos about the situation because I personally, as a fan of Dr. Mike and as a fan of those type of videos, I was watching the content and I was starting to get a little mad. Some may say pissed off at the way these people were treating the doctor. I didn't think it was fair, and I didn't feel like those people were giving that same respect back. I talked about it, you guys seem to enjoy it. I thought that was it, right? Until today, when Dr. Mike dropped a video called "The Anti-Vax Community is Calling Me Fat." Now, this is something that I touched on one of my videos, I don't remember which one it was, where people weren't criticizing Dr. Mike and his ideas of his weight or the way he was sitting, bringing up insane stuff about Israel and Palestine. It's like, you guys, the insane anti-vaxxers, these people didn't want to talk about the vaccines. They were like, I don't know how to combat this. I don't know how to go about this. So I'm just gonna go full kindergarten mode and start insulting this person's looks because I don't like them, because they're a doctor and I just don't agree with them. So you're fat. It's just like, it came out of nowhere. That was not the point. That was not the argument at all. But yeah, they just resulted to getting personal and nasty, and I was just like, well, you lost. If you resort to doing that and attacking a doctor based on his looks, just take the L, go home, maybe drink something in order for you to cool the fuck down. But I digress. So like I said, Dr. Mike dropped this video. I haven't seen it. I want to watch it with all of my amigos and amigas here on the Sensitive Society channel. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you drop a like, subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 600K. With that said, let's just get right into it.
Many of you have probably seen my recent appearance on Jubilee. If you haven't, definitely check it out. It's linked in the description. But the response has been weird. I've gotten some of the strangest comments I've ever gotten in my career while on social media. And we're gonna talk about that. But first, let me give you a little behind the scenes of what happened in order to make this debate actually happen. I was watching Jubilee and saw a 20 verse 1 episode, and I said, wow, wouldn't it be a good idea if it was a doctor versus anti-vaxxer? So I had Sam shoot them an email and recommend the idea for an episode and actually volunteer to be the one in the middle. They loved the idea, and they said that they would absolutely be interested in doing it. So we went and right away started scheduling it. Sam and I flew ourselves out to Los Angeles where they filmed these episodes, and the participants didn't even know I was coming. So that was completely news to them.
I don't know if it's just me, but I just love behind the scenes stories, videos, seeing how everything gets made. But something that I noticed here is that he said that he flew him and the other guy out to LA. I believe Dr. Mike is located in New Jersey, if I'm not mistaken. I could have swore I heard him say that at some point. And I don't know if I'm the only one that feels like this, but shouldn't Jubilee fly Dr. Mike and the guy out? Like, I get it, it was Dr. Mike's idea, but it's not like Jubilee is a small indie company with like 10 subscribers that can't afford a flight for Dr. Mike. And I'm not saying, you know, everyone's entitled to a free plane ticket, especially if it was your idea, but in my opinion, it's like, you guys, I'm sure, make millions of dollars, and I'm pitching the idea. It's gonna go on your channel. It's gonna go crazy viral. The Dr. Mike 20v1 has what, close to 10 million views. That's thousands and thousands of dollars that they made from that, and they couldn't fly Dr. Mike out. I know that's a small thing, super pity, but at least in my opinion, wouldn't it be right for the company to fly Dr. Mike out? I mean, that's what they usually do, right? These big companies, when they're like, yeah, you know, we would love for you to come, be in our video, debate, do all of this fun stuff. You would expect the company to pay for the flight, but I guess not.
Hey, welcome back with food.
That makes them a horrible, disgusting company. No, I think what makes them disgusting is the fact that they copyright claim videos and then they don't let them go and they steal all of your revenue. I think that's disgusting. But just something that I heard and I was just like, what do you mean you had to pay your own money and put your own time into this? Shouldn't they be the ones paying for your flight? Like, I know they're both rich, but still, I'm coming onto your channel to put out a viral video. The least you could do is provide a free plane ride. I don't know, maybe that's just the inner cheapskate in me, but
well, again, I don't really have like a lot of things to talk about. Family's family. Even if they don't understand, I'm fine with it. And I do had my chance. That's the thing. This is why I say it's not their fault. I do have a chance. It's just that, yeah, even with chance to be given, fail, I accept the fate. That's why I'm working. So I do wish they don't treat me like an actual child. I always say like my family treat me like a fucking panda. I do meant it. Except my second brother that don't treat me like a fucking panda. The rest of my family does. My sister may advocate my parents stop treating me like a fucking panda, but she technically still does that too. The way she trying to approach. It's like trying to free a panda. It's still viewing me as a panda. It's a very fun it's a very fucking hilarious optic, to be honest. Well, you get treated like a baby, you will act like a baby. And I believe I am acting like a big baby. I can't not admit that part about me. I would wish that I actually have a very, very rich girlfriend, and then I will be just the house husband of the entire household. She will be the one that support me. I will be the house husband. I will clean the house. I will do the cooking and everything. That's my fucking dream. Who the fuck want to work so hard to like afford a living? That's like a very like, like a little bit too well treated human being that will actually say that. I live well. Obviously, I would love like there's people that can take care of me too. Obviously. For a lot of men, it's like death sentence for them too. So this is why it's like this is why like this kind of thinking is not a lot of like men will like decide to think that way. Yeah, that will never come true. That will never fucking come true. It's not like I'm hot looking in the first place. I'm 30 years old, having medical issues. Unless that girls have a kinks, like it's not possible thing. Well, I stated again, like it's fine. Like currently my fate, I need to go to work, is fine. Yeah, I can do house chore, but the problem is right now my house is, even my room is a mess. Because I'm trying my best to, make a career out of like what I'm doing. So I neglected my environment a lot. To be honest, I should clean my fucking room. And to be honest, if I clipped what I have said out and then put it out like on like some sort of clip and then someone read it or someone listen to it and then the first thing they reply, this sounds like a skill issues. To be honest, I would agree with them. My situation is a complete skill issues. I accepted my fate already, to be honest. I did a one last hurrah for 2 years. Didn't work. Working as a retail man, I think is a punishment and the consequences for my trying and failing. This is why I say like I would not hate my job. I would view it as my fucking punishment, to be honest. I tried, didn't work. That's the main thing that I personally very aware of it is I tried, it didn't work. They gave me a chance. I didn't try hard enough. It can be down to luck issues. Or it can be it's just I'm not that great of a streamer. Or the competition is too steep to be one in the first place. So, since I didn't manage to achieve the chance they gave me, this is my life now. And the fact that every single day I come back from home, now they start to worry about me and keep asking me how's your day. I don't know, like, it's in some way kind of like rubs me off because I do view it as a punishment rather than, hey, no choice, I got a job. So for them, they see like, well, this guy finally do something like very normal. You know, he tried to like integrate back into societies. But for me, I join it is not out of like any kind of like, you know, you get the idea. It's not like I'm trying to like reform as in what they quote unquote thinking being normal. I just didn't succeed at what I'm doing. It's like, imagine you try to start a business, you fail, now you're just like a retail worker now. It's equivalent of what's happening right now for me. I tried, I failed, and now I'm here. And I even try my best to find like a job that my medical conditions technically can handle. So essentially, I won't really say I found a perfect job for it. Like, obviously there is like better job out there. But I am a very diligent and responsible guy, okay? I may try my best to go a little bit selfish and try to become a voice actor / streamer / artist and end up didn't fucking work. But I am still a very diligent person. I'm serious about what I'm doing, and I fail. I understand that. I fucking fail. And this, what I later on, what I'm going to like end my stream too later on too, is like after this, I go for my jobs, I do my work, I come back, write some like work log for content, and that'll be all. I will basically, my life will just become boring, and I won't resent that part. But also the same time, stop fucking asking me how's my day. My job is, in a way, I view it as a punishment. You guys never ask how is my day when I was in school. Apparently I always fight with bullies. You guys never know. If I ask what is the impression of me or like what is the memory of me, they can't think about anything at all. They have zero memory about me. They have some memory about me that is the impression in their brain. If I asked them, do you remember like what kind of impression you guys have on me 5 fucking years ago, and then 10 fucking years ago, and then 15 fucking years ago, they would have the same fucking answers. And then I will ask more precise what I was like when I was a kid. Nobody fucking remembers. All they can say is identical. Yes, identical with what they have already been answering me. What was I was like 5 years ago? What was I was like 10 years ago? What was I was like 15 years ago? All their answer is fucking same. What cool friend? I'm not cool. I'm just a chill guy. And being cool doesn't feed you. Here's the thing. A lot of people do notice I have the personality of being a streamer. It's just that I have no audience. People will say I'm actually good at drawing, but in honesty, I'm not actually that good at drawing. But still, at the end, even people would appreciate my drawing, that they won't pay my drawing. Compliment is free, but art is not. The fact that I have to go to a point that I have to be very fucking realistic is sad. You know, every single time I go into like the chat room of like, not chat room, it's more like, you know, like the circle for voice acting, I'm being really realistic there. Man, I just want to like, you know, any advice that I can get job easily, this and that, yeah, this stuff. Or like how to like you know, how to do this, how to do that. You know, they're always fucking saying this one thing that is, I understand why they say it, but it's still kind of like somewhat piss me off as being like a, you know, a person who want to stand on the realistic side of like the career being a voice actor, not just doing voice acting like a fucking hobby. It's like, oh, it always comes with the passions. You need to have a very passion of it. Or, oh, it's just my hobby. This and that, yeah, that stuff. I was like, I'm doing this because I have a passion for being a voice actor, this and that, yeah, that stuff. And I'm slowly thinking that, am I fucking wrong at this point? Am I fucking wrong thinking all these things that I'm trying to do is somewhat transactional? Is it because of that I don't get any audience? It's the fucking karma at this point. I know I think too much, but yeah. Once you reach to a certain rate about your life, you start questioning lots of things. I was like, come on, passion doesn't pay. You can like a thing and then try to be realistically think about it. Like, can you earn money from it? And then they will be first thing to say like, no, voice acting, you can't earn money from it. You spend more money than earning money. And then why the fuck does a job called voice acting? Someone fucking tell me. Everyone work in voice acting. Weirdly enough, they all accept the fate they need to have a job and do voice acting at the same time because it just doesn't fucking work. If you want to use voice acting as a living, boo-hoo. It's a very difficult thing. Only a lucky few can do that. And the more I got into voice acting, the more I realized that you guys are... everyone here is just like a YouTuber. Seriously. Most of the mentality I seen so far within the voice acting circle, everyone is just like a YouTuber. Oh, I did this for fun. If I'm actually earn money, it's fine, but I will sink more money than like earning money from it. And I'll be like, Really? Really? 10 of the people I talk to, like almost 10 of the people say the same ass thing. Is it because I'm a Malaysian? Is it actor function in a different spectrum? Even I as a YouTuber, even I do it as fun, I would prefer if I choose for it to become a career. Obviously, I would expect to earn money, right? I can do something I like and then also expect to earn money at the same time. But voice acting, so far I learned that people love what they're doing, but they do not expect to earn money or like have it as a job. People who have it, they are really, really privileged, I can say that. If you work in a imagine you work in a live service game like Genshin Impact, okay? You basically just have like voiceover work forever and ever in some sense, especially when you work in some certain characters. And look at what happened in there. Like I did like a big react video on it. Actually I've been spending like 3 days editing that video. It's like 5 fucking hour react, and then I trim it down to 4 hours. But it's still fucking long. I'm still trying to like streamline it a little bit enough. But yeah, like here I am struggling wanting to become a voice actor. And then there are people who is voice acting decide to say, nah, fuck you, I'm not going to work until you sign this shit. Ah. And then funny thing, you know what is? You know, like US have a union for like for all entertainment. It's not just like voice acting, it's like for all entertainment. They decided to point the middle finger at like all the US company. I say again, all the US company. Like Activision, EA, this and that, yeah, that stuff. I think even like Bungie? Is it Bungie? I think Bungie is like one of the two. But either way, like that is basically just a company on the US. Like they do like a voice actor strike. They won't do even Rockstar. So they won't do like voice. They refuse to do any like voice acting job. Until they sign agreements that they have to, every single jobs they have to do is union related job. It's like union graded. I'm not sure like how the union rules applies to also like people who work outside of union, because here's the thing, they have this like very weird ass rule. Is like if you make a TV show, you need a voice actors and you sign that particular union agreement, the SAG-AFTRA union agreement. If you hired someone outside that is not a union member, if they work in your show for more than 30 days, it will trigger some things that if you are not from union, you have to join the fucking union. And then joining a union, you have to pay like a few $1,000s to actually join in as a member. So unless you just say, fuck this shit, I'm not going to work anymore, or you have to pay them. Feels like fucking extortions. And like I say again, voice actor don't earn jack shit. I'll be like, no fucking thanks, please. Thank God, like SAG-AFTRA stuff doesn't work like globally. It just works in US. But now think about it, my brain hurts so much. If the TV show you made, like sign the SAG-AFTRA stuff, or the game you made sign the SAG-AFTRA stuff, and then I, a foreigner that speak English, that want to do English voice acting, do I have to be union to do it? So if I'm Malaysians, I'm not in union. Oh, you're not from SAG. Oh, you can't work then. Is it like that? Doesn't apply like that, right? I have no idea. Like, are they hard locked? Like unable to do any, like hire any other like voice actor outside the field? I have no idea. Seriously, I really have zero ideas. It sounds stupid. Extremely stupid. Anyone who is actually a voice actor like think I'm like some sort of ignorant buffoon. I decided to let you call me that because I am at this point. You guys made it so fucking confusing. And then, like I say again, the strike is only on US company, okay? And then for some reason, in Hoyoverse, there's a shit tons of voice actors suddenly started their own strike for no apparent reasons, to be honest. Like seriously, for no apparent reasons. Like I say again, being able to earn a stable income as a voice actor really is a fucking miracle. And then they'd be like, oh, fuck you then. It's really out of left field. They decided to like do a strike and everything. And then here's the thing. If you want to do a strike, you have to have the union approval and stuff, right? But the union is striking on the other side. They decided to strike here for no reasons. And representing the fucking union too. It's like, if you decided to strike, obviously it's like one thing. They treating you badly? They're not paying you? This and that, yeah, that stuff. They aren't even doing that. MiHoYo aren't doing that. It's like, after like a long-ass fiasco, and then they just say, people ask like, are they not paying union rate? No, they're paying union rate. Sometimes even higher than union rate. Why are you striking then? Oh, AI. They have an AI protection rule. But we want our protection rule. And you gave up a job for that. Maybe I'm Asians. I don't understand. Is this like extremely Western stuff or thing? They don't treat job like a job. Here's the thing. They don't treat jobs like a job. Like I say again, most voice actor, they treat this thing as a passion work, not fucking jobs. This thing aren't even in like the strike zone, and then they decide to do it. Just the thing is like on the righteous side. I don't really understand why. My brain is fried. And yeah, it's like 10:30 already. I need to ready for like go to work. So either way, thank you very much for watching and watch my rant and stuff. Yeah, I have to start get ready up, wear my working pants and stuff. Also, like this time, I need to wear like a full black clothes. I don't really have a full black clothes. I have like this like symbol like bear here, so I'm going to wear like a, Hold on, I'll bring it here. Because I become fatter, I can't actually wear this thing anymore. So I'm going to just put this on, wearing it as a second layer to block that bear and like the image behind my back. I can't exactly do I can't exactly button up my shirts. I'm just too fat. Man, I'm too fat to do this kind of things. So I'm wearing two clothes today. Like a t-shirt and a black shirt. Oh shit, even arms tight. Gosh dang, I've become way fatter. I really need to slim myself down. Yeah, I really need to slim myself down. Man, my back is so big. Imagine I just okay, just the top is fine. Let the bottom open up is new fashions. I can't go out and buy clothes. I really hate going out. I don't want to deal with being dizzy, okay? I'm already dizzy as it is. I'm actually have a chronic fear of make my dizziness worse. I really don't like being dizzy. Seriously, I'm really scared. It sounds like I got used to it, but when I actually become so dizzy that my physical body doesn't listen to my brain. It's like when I want to move my hand from point A to point B, there's a really big delay. And sometimes I want to move, my body doesn't move the way I want it to. It's really fucking scary. This is why I have to keep taking the medications. Despite I hate it. Speaking of medication, I need to take it now. It takes an hour to start to have effect. Hi, Dan. Even now, right now, my hand is shaking. And people might think, how the fuck you can draw while your hand is shaking? Or, you can't control your hand that well. Simple. Mental fucking fortitude. Sorry, for my potty mouth. Okay? I'm slowly unmasking myself at this point. I know there's a lot of kids in my stream, so I usually restrain my language. But I'm not. I'm a very colorful person, okay? But nowadays, when you say colorful persons, people might think you're gay or something. But back then, it's just that you have a lot of spectrum of emotions, okay? When you say you're colorful persons. Yeah, you're a kid. If I stand right beside you, maybe I will see you that way. Well, you have to accept your fate. like how I accept mine. Yeah, I also use up all my nasal spray medications too. Yeah, I don't have any more. I have to use a new one in my bag. I now take it to work. So yeah, later on I go to start spraying after I go to eat and stuff. Whew. Yeah, hope my here's the thing. I will hope and wish my phone is going to have fucking line when I pay for my food. Oh no. If you guys didn't know, or if you guys aware of like the daily log I wrote, is my phone line doesn't suddenly died while I was like paying for my food. I can't pay my food because I don't have data. My e-wallet is not working and I don't have cash on me. Even now I don't have cash on me. Well, cross my finger then. I'll go out to eat. All right. I'm fucking flat broke at this point. Let me check like how much money I have at the moment. Even just like in bank and stuff. Let me see. I have. I don't think I can show it to you guys. Can I? Let me double check first. Okay. Oh. Yes. I have 300 in my bag. I'm not an idiot. I know where to block. But either way, yeah, I have to stop chatting. I really need to like prep for work. Thank you very much for watching, everyone, and as always, stay healthy, stay safe. Until next time, stay tuned on the next stream.